video I show you, or at least I try to attempt to make this paper prayer journal into a disc-bound prayer journal by removing the hardcover and replace it with a laminate cover using these happy planner disc to bind the book together so it would open flat. So I'm gonna use this prayer journal, which is really nice. It has, I think it has enough space to punch the holes in there so it won't go into the design. So the planner cover is this one that I kind of printed out. So I'm going to cut this around, laminate it, and punch the holes for the disc bound. So that's the front cover, and I'm also gonna have the back cover that looks like this. So let's start. Let's start with cutting out the front and the back cover. So I'm going to use this paper cutter here. It's also, you know, the way I designed it, it's printed exactly to the size. So I'm just going to, you know, use my hand or my eyes to match the design or the lines here at the end. To cut it out really nice. Oops. And okay, so this one is cut to size. As you see, I printed the back cover like a lot bigger, just in case if you wanted to print it on the other side. It has a nice bleed. For this back cover, I'm just going to match up the size. Okay, let's turn the other way. So it would work out this way. Really nice. Okay. I don't want to cut on the front cover, so I'm going to remove this one here. Here. And let's cut it to size here. I'm just going to pull the front cover a little bit so it won't cut the front cover. Okay, so hopefully I got exactly the same size everywhere. So I have to go and laminate this one, and I will come back once I did it, because my laminator is plugged in into another part of my room, not in here. So see you there when I come back with the laminated piece. As you see, I laminated these covers, the front and the back. I tried to put it very close to the edge, to the inner edge, and you got a little more in here, so we need to cut these off, trim these off, and use a corner cutter to cut the edges here, or the corners that they won't be sharp enough. So we need to do this both for both of the covers. I just like to use my eyes to measure it, so it's really nice. Or make sure you leave at least 3-4 millimeters of the lamination, so the lamination will not come out. Okay. I don't know if my corner cutter will cut through this. This is 5 millimeter lamination. So let's try. I hope it's sharp enough. If not, oh, it did. Good. Perfect. Okay, now let me do the back as well. So I'm just using my eyes to measure. Okay, I don't need the cutter any longer. Okay. Perfect. So I'm not going to punch the holes yet. I'm gonna put this one aside. So it's gonna go like this, and the disc will come here. So, but I'm not gonna punch the holes right now. I have to take the book apart, which is gonna be a little bit of challenge. So make sure you're not cutting this way, because you have to kind of leave, you kind of have to have this little extra edge, so you're not cutting straight like this. So try to remove the cover that way. We don't need this cover any longer. We can't put it back. It wouldn't be the right size. So let's do the back cover. My knife is not really sharp. I need to get a new utility knife. Okay, well, it's working. Okay, so we remove the front and the back cover, and what I'm thinking is just to cut this book into portions here somehow, or trying to just remove a So I'm just trying to grab a few pieces of paper and remove it the same way, so I'm not cutting anything off the paper, so I can keep the sizing. Okay, so this one is done. So you kind of need to do this with the whole book to cut it up. And once that one is done, we want to remove this edge here. So I'm getting my paper cutter back. And just by the eye, I'm going to cut the minimal things that I need to cut, so I can kind of keep the size of the paper, the original size. Okay, that's done. Perfect. Perfect. So let's see if I can get the edges here. Yeah, I still got kind of bit of edges here to punch the holes. Perfect. Now, so once it's done for the whole book, so you cut this for the whole book, so I will do that later and I'll come back and show you it after that. But once that is done, we need a happy planner punch to actually punch the holes here. And I'm trying to show you it's not going to be 9 discs or 11 discs, we're gonna use 10. And if you use the happy planner punch, I'm trying to show it closer, this mark here, the inner mark, that's gonna be the edge of the paper. And you kind of have to put it to the edge. Let's see. So I'm gonna try to cut just one page here. So put it to the edge, push it in. and you see the holes are fit really nice. Okay, let's try another page with the journaling page, how it would look like. So again, I'm using the line here to match up my paper. I think with this sponge you can put 2 or 3 sheets in there, so it's quite a bit of work to do it, you see. So there are enough room to actually make it into this bound planner. So I'm gonna do this with the whole book, and I will come back and we will finish the cover. So here I punched all the paper, so I got the mushroom holes on every single sheet. So what I do next, I'm going to add the disc, all of the discs here. So I'm gonna make a pattern here, something like that. So I'll come back once it's done. So now we're gonna come back to the cover to do the cover here. Okay, for the cover I'm going to use the arc punch because the Happy Planner punch will not go through the laminated sheet. As you see, I took out 1 sheet here just to kind of lay on the top of my cover and make sure you cut the right edge. So this is the front cover, and I want the holes on this edge. So this is gonna be the inner edge. So I use my eyes a lot, so I don't really measure too much. So you want to measure the paper, not the laminate. You see you got a little bit of transparent edge here, so you don't want to use that edge for measurement. You want the measures on the paper.